What about Botox?
Oh, I love Botox. Botox is very popular and it's very important. It's important to talk about because a lot of misinformation is spread all over the internet, and some people come in here requesting it in huge quantities that they don't need. And some people who really need it are scared to death because they read or heard something that's completely untrue. So just to set the record straight, Botox is very safe as long as it's injected by somebody who knows what they are doing and is using the right product. Comes in a box, and Botox stands for botulinum toxin. And what it is, it's something that the company makes here. And it's in very tiny quantities injected into people's facial muscles, slows down the rate or the ability of the muscle to move. And a lot of these muscles that we have in the forehead are muscles that we get because of excessive facial expressions, like so and like so. So Botox parties are out. Hair salons giving Botox parties are also out. Professionals or non-professionals doing Botox in the mall in some, improvised little room with little curtains between patients is also out. It's not a safe setting, it's not a medical setting. No champagne is given with the Botox. It should be just basically a real medical treatment. But Botox is basically a very safe substance. It's a toxin, but all that means is that you don't want to drink it or eat it in large quantities. Very tiny amounts are injected into very specific places in the muscles, in someone's face, and it temporarily paralyzes those muscles, and therefore it teaches people not to use them so much. So I think what you end up doing is not only getting the person to relax those muscles and smooth out the skin, but you also do kind of like a behavior modification, where you teach them not to express themselves by making all those really exaggerated facial motions. So I love Botox.
Okay, does it hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. It is injected into the skin with a needle, and needles are needles. But since we are compassionate toward all our patients, except for the ones we don't like, we give them numbing cream to apply to the skin. And after 1 hour sitting with this cream, I think the needle really doesn't feel like much. And most people tolerate it without any problems.
And is it like 1 needle or 5 needles? Or?
Well, we inject certain areas, like we inject between the eyebrows. So we inject 1 spot here, 1 spot here, maybe 2 spots here. We lift the eyebrows on the side by injecting a little bit here. And then we do the forehead lines, which are running across the forehead horizontally. We just go and inject a few spots. These are very tiny injections, and the only people who ever faint are men. Women don't faint.
And how long does it last, like each treatment?
I would say it lasts about 4 or 5 months at a time, and as time goes on, it keeps wearing off. And at some point, when you regain all the motion, you might want to repeat it. But as time goes on, and as somebody does more and more Botox sessions, there's less and less of a need to repeat it because they learn not to use those muscles excessively, and they actually look better without doing as much Botox as they used to. And just look at me. I'm not doing much Botox anymore. I used to do my own.